Yo, what is up guys? Delboy here, aka Blue Collar Sports TV. Hopefully you guys are doing well. If you're new here, smash that like, hit subscribe, all of that good stuff. So Teofimo Lopez upsets Vasyl Lomachenko by winning a 12-round unanimous decision to become a unified lightweight champion. Teofimo Lopez now holds the IBF, WBA and WBO lightweight titles, and I believe he also holds some sort of WBC trinket as well. Man, this was a very impressive performance from Teofimo Lopez, and he shocked me in this fight. He really shocked me. I have to eat my crow on this one. I really didn't expect it to turn out the way it did, to be honest. You know, going into this fight, I was favouring Lomachenko in a big way. I was picking Lomachenko by a wide, unanimous decision. And I felt going into this fight that the only chance Teofimo had was a puncher's chance, but that wasn't the case. He boxed an excellent fight in this bout. It's funny, man, the first 6 rounds, Teofimo Lopez really did neutralise Vasyl Lomachenko. Lomachenko really wasn't doing anything in the first 6 rounds, and it's funny because going into this fight, I felt there was a possibility that Teofimo Lopez would suffer from paralysis by analysis in the early stages of this fight, where he's biting on the feints, where he's reading too much into what Lomachenko's doing, and he's overthinking, and as a result, he's not throwing punches. But it was Vasyl Lomachenko who was suffering from paralysis by analysis in this fight. You know, Teofimo Lopez in the first 6 rounds really had Lomachenko in his shell, and this wasn't part of the game plan in my opinion. Yeah, Lomachenko starts the first couple of rounds relatively slowly when he looks at you, tries to work you out, but the fact that Lomachenko was in his shell for the whole of the first half of this fight was very impressive to me. Teofimo Lopez in the first 6 rounds took away all of Lomachenko's output, and especially the jab of Lomachenko. Obviously Lomachenko's a southpaw, and I think Teofimo Lopez's quick left hook really made Lomachenko reluctant on committing to that jab, because, you know, when you throw a jab from that southpaw stance, the easiest punch to connect with is the left hook, because it's closest to the target. That's the closest punch to the target for an orthodox fighter against a southpaw. And I think that Lomachenko was exceptionally wary of Teofimo's power early on in this fight. Also, in the first 6 rounds, Teofimo Lopez was doing some really good subtle body work. When he had Lomachenko on the ropes, he would let go of a couple of hooks to the body, and on the outside, he would throw the straight right to the solar plexus as well. And the bodywork of Teofimo Lopez was one of his strong points in this fight, in my opinion. I think that is a large reason as well why Lomachenko was so quiet in the first half of this fight. I think after the second round, you could see reddening on Lomachenko's body from the shots from Teofimo Lopez. He was catching Loma to the body with several hard shots throughout this fight. And yeah, man, after like 6-7 rounds, you could argue Lomachenko only won 1 round. You could argue he won the second round. The second round, Lomachenko landed a couple of really snappy left hands, but even the second round was very close. You could have easily scored that to Teofimo. You could have said Teofimo was 6 rounds up after 6, to be honest. Lomachenko completely gave away the first half of this fight, and like I said, I don't think it was due to the game plan going in. I think it was, you know, how he was reacting to Teofimo, the problems that he was posing in this fight. And yeah, man, first 6 as well, Teofimo was very composed, very calm. It was kind of low output, and Teofimo was happy with that. He was aware he was winning the rounds. He never panicked. He never got overzealous when he caught Lomachenko with big shots. He was just picking up the points and boxing really well. Also, his lead foot in this fight was brilliant against the southpaw. It really was. His feet in this fight were the best I've ever seen from Teofimo Lopez. He went up levels in this fight with Vasyl Lomachenko. He boxed a fight that I didn't think he had in him, to be honest. Everything about his performance, especially in the first 6, was super impressive to me. From the feet, to the accuracy, to the timing, you know, to the calmness, to the composure. Teofimo was brilliant in the first 6 rounds. In the second half of this fight, Lomachenko definitely came back into it, and he had a few good rounds, like round 8, round 9, round 10, and round 11. You could have certainly scored all of these rounds to Lomachenko, Lomachenko was now actually going for it in the second half of this fight. Throwing a few more combinations, putting shots together, landing the left hand with more regularity, and he was actually using his jab as well, which was connecting against Teofimo Lopez. And in the second half of this fight, Lomachenko did actually snap Teofimo's head back on more than one occasion. So Lomachenko was definitely better in the second half of this fight. But even in the second half of the fight, even when Lomachenko was having good rounds, Teofimo Lopez was very competitive, and a lot of these rounds themselves were very close in my opinion. He was getting his own work off against Lomachenko, landing hard body shots and also head shots. And also the right uppercut from Teofimo Lopez as this fight went on became more of a factor. And that was another deterrent for Lomachenko in this fight, that right uppercut from Teofimo Lopez. As I said, Lomachenko was pushing this fight a lot more in the second half, trying to get close. But as Lomachenko was coming in, there was a few occasions when Teofimo would time him with a right uppercut. So that shot in itself was another good shot from Teofimo. And at times though, to be fair, after rounds 10 and 11, you wondered to yourself, was Teofimo Lopez starting to gas? It looked like he was starting to flag because Lomachenko was building up a little bit of a head of steam. But impressively, round 12, Teofimo Lopez just decides to fight fire with fire, push Lomachenko back. He was throwing shots and hard shots, and he was trying to knock out Lomachenko in round 12. He was really trying to, put an exclamation mark on his performance. And his dad in the corner at the end of round 11 going into round 12 basically told Teofimo to coast. Teofimo wasn't having any of that. He decided to make deadly sure that he won this fight. And that's what he did, man. Round 12, he won the round and finished this fight extremely strongly. And I actually felt he hurt Lomachenko towards the end of the 12th round. I forget whether it was a left hook or a right hand, but he definitely hurt Lomachenko in round 12. And actually also at the end of round 11, to be honest, with a body shot. So yeah, man, Teofimo Lopez was the clear winner in this fight. He landed the harder shots. He was the ring general for the majority, for larger periods of this fight. And yeah, man, he won the fight. I felt a couple of the scorecards were too wide, to be honest. Especially the 119-109 card. That was a horrible card, if we're being honest. But the right man definitely won this fight. There's no case, in my opinion, for Lomachenko winning this fight. I've seen a few crazies out there say that Lomachenko won this fight. He didn't. Listen, just because you like a guy, bro, come on, man. You know what you saw. Teofimo won this fight clearly, in my opinion. Sort of 7 rounds to 5 or 8 rounds to 4. Maybe 8 rounds to 4, to be honest. But, yeah, I was thoroughly impressed with Teofimo Lopez. He boxed a fight in which I really didn't see him capable of doing. So he really shocked me. I've got to eat my crow. I was really certain that Lomachenko was going to win this fight. I felt this fight ultimately was too soon for Teofimo Lopez, but no. He looked composed, he looked calm, and he looked like he belonged in there. This was a very impressive performance from Teofimo Lopez, and the world is his oyster right now. In regards to the future for both men, do I want to see a rematch? I'll be honest, no. Based on how Lomachenko fought the first 6 rounds, does he really warrant a rematch? I don't think so, to be honest. I'd rather see Teofimo Lopez try to fight the likes of Devin Haney, for example. I think that's the fight to make at 135 right now, and then maybe the winner of Luke Campbell and Ryan Garcia. That's what I'd be looking at if I was Teofimo Lopez. As for Lomachenko, I would like to see him move down to 130. Lomachenko's always been a small lightweight, and that's evident at weigh-ins. He's never drained, he's never drawn out. He makes lightweight too easily. I think it's time for Lomachenko to move down to 130 and have a campaign in that division. Fight someone like Miguel Berchelt, for example. I think that'd be a great fight for Lomachenko and a winnable fight. Lomachenko is still a great fighter, but ultimately he lost to the better man on the night. It's just that simple. There's a lot of reactionary boxing fans out there. They're going to say Lomachenko was exposed, he's a hype job. Nah, man, he just fought a very good young fighter in there who utilised his advantages and boxed a fight in which I didn't think he was capable of doing. Teofimo boxed a brilliant fight, and he beat a brilliant fighter in doing so. So let's not denigrate from Teofimo's win. Lomachenko's a great fighter. He can still come again, and he will still win world titles, in my opinion. So yeah, man, listen, I love being proved wrong when it's a performance like this. I really do. Yeah, thoroughly impressed by Teofimo. And by the way, what a chin that Lomachenko has. He was taking bombs in this fight, you know, and he took them shots relatively, I wouldn't say easily, he was hurt a couple of times, but he took those shots quite well from a bigger man. So yeah, Lomachenko's got a damn good chin, to be honest. And yeah, man, I mean, I was half expecting Lomachenko to get knocked out as this fight went on, because he was catching some really big shots at times, but he showed a good chin. And Teofimo showed a boxing brain beyond his years. Dare I say, a star is born in Teofimo Lopez. An excellent performance, and I thoroughly enjoyed it. A lot of people are saying the fight sucked, it was boring. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the chess match. I enjoyed the second half of this fight as it really warmed up. I enjoyed the night's boxing. The co-main event was really good. Credit to Top Rank for putting this fight on. But yeah, man, I think that's my initial post-fight thoughts. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Credit to Teofimo Lopez. You boxed a brilliant fight. Peace.